Good morning everybody and welcome back. I hope everybody had a great summer. So today we are going to be making beef stew, and as you can see we have all our ingredients here. We have our beef, potatoes, carrots, onion, and celery. So our first step right now is I've got the pan preheated. I've got some oil in there, and I'm using a big pan today because so then we can see everything. So I'm going to put this in here and we're going to let it brown. And then I'm going to add the water and the bouillon and some seasoning, so we'll be right back. Okay, so here's our beef. As you can see, it's browning quite nicely, so just give that a little stir every couple of minutes. And once it's browned, we will be back. Okay, we're back. So as you can see, our beef has browned quite nicely, and I added some flour in there, so that's thickening up quite nicely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the water. And our beef bouillon, which is right here, which I cut up. And now we're just going to stir that up. We're going to bring it to a boil. And then we're going to let it simmer for an hour. Add a little bit of salt and pepper. And now, while we're letting this simmer, we are going to cut up all our vegetables and have those ready to put in about an hour. So we'll be back then. Welcome back. So while this has been simmering for an hour, I have all my vegetables chopped up, so we're going to add that to the pot, and we'll just set that over there. So here's our potatoes. I didn't peel them, they're red potatoes. It'll be good, it'll add a little bit of color too here. Stew, carrots, celery, and onion. Okay. And we're going to stir that up. I'm going to come over and have a look at it. And just remember, you can always add more water, a little bit more bouillon to your taste. We might have to add a little bit of water to this, but we're just going to let it simmer. And I'm going to add the cornstarch and water to this. And that'll help it thicken up a little bit. So it's just 2 teaspoons of cornstarch and 2 teaspoons of water. Okay, so we have everything in there, so I'm going to turn up the heat, and then I'm going to get it boiling a little bit, and then I'm going to turn it right down, and then I'm just going to let it simmer for an hour, and then I'm just going to clean up my kitchen while we're waiting for that, so we'll be back in a bit. Okay, we're back, and our stew is done. It has simmered for an hour, so you can have a look, and doesn't that look delicious with all the vegetables in there? So what we're going to do is we are going to test this out with the very hot. So I'm just gonna taste this bit here. So that is delicious. Your family's gonna love it. Your kids are gonna gobble it up. So I hope you guys really enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. Okay, and as what I did in the office, because I wanted to try this recipe out, and you guys can try this at home too if you have the ingredients. I made bread bowls, so you would cut the middle out, and then you could put your stew in there, and then you could eat your bread and your stew at the same time. So I will include this recipe for you if you'd like to try it.